The other thing that we have in these sales contracts is FIRPTA.
Oh, yes.
All right. So again, we're going to issue spot here. So for the realtors out there, it's, it's a withholding tax on foreign sellers. And it's a requirement at closing. It's in the sales contract. It's something that we have to address with every foreign seller. So you don't know what goes on next. You don't have to know all the steps, but you have to know it exists, right? I think the issue spot, what is FIRPTA?
Yeah.
Christina, fill in the gaps here. What is FIRPTA?
So FIRPTA is, it's basically a withholding, and it depends on the amount of the withholding depends on the amount of the sale price.
It's like if you get a paycheck, I'm going to get, a certain amount that's sent to the IRS right now. And then when I file my tax return later, I'll get some of it back, hopefully. But FIRPTA, because they're foreigners, they're not going to have that, right?
Right.
So they hold it at closing. How much do they hold?
So if the property is between, it also depends. Okay.
But here it is.
So it's either
I put it up here on the
15% or 10% or 0%.
Yeah, there's a scale. I would say the safest thing to remember is 15%. And hopefully we can find some work down from there depending on the circumstances.
So the closing agent will withhold 15% of the purchase price or the sales proceeds, and they'll remit that to the IRS. Now, the seller has an option. They can either go ahead and do that and remit the full amount that's due.
Yeah, we send a check to the IRS within 21 days.
20 days of
20
closing.
days, not 21.
Be careful with 21.
Don't want to do that.
You don't want to send it 21. 20 days after closing. And although your paralegals know that probably like the
Much
back
better
of their
than,
hand.
well, it's the next day we want it out of here.
So within 20 days, they send a check, and then the IRS will hold that until the next time that customer or that foreign national files their tax return, at which point they'll get back anything above and beyond any taxes that they owe.
And this is how people are doing it, the majority right now.
Yes.
So we send in a check at closing right to the IRS, gets held there, and then so if we're closing, this is January of 2025.
Oh, that's not a good time for FIRPTA.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to wait until January of 2026 to file your 25 return. But that's what you'll do. You'll hire a US CPA to file a tax return on your behalf to claim whatever money is owed back to you.